Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Callie, and today we're going to be talking about relationship limbos and why you feel like you can't move forward from it. So do you feel like you can't move forward from this relationship and what's really happening? Right? So by the end of this video, you will have a formula or a step-by-step procedure that you would know how to find out what's really happening and what to do next. For the best relationship mindset and lifestyle advices, hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you'll be notified of my new video every Wednesday. I've personally experienced this on a personal level, knowing that you want a relationship to move forward, but no matter what you do, they feel like they don't want to commit or they're not ready to move forward. And I know why now, especially when I'm married with children now. I know why they said no, and I'm ready to give you all these tips so you know what to do next and where to go from here. And tip number one is about past experiences, either from you or from your partner. And sometimes past experiences really stop them from taking the next step forward because of fear of commitment, fear of what will happen, and there's also a perception of how relationships should be because they haven't had any good experiences before. And because of that, it really stops them from taking that next step to either moving in or getting married or having more commitment in relationship, because they don't feel like, you know, that would work for them and restricting them from doing a certain thing that they always wanted to do, or they don't feel like you're the right person or ready for a really deep long-term relationship, because you know, sometimes their past have been a bit of a challenge for them, and then bringing that into this relationship, even though it's a total different relationship. And what you can do here is actually take time and have a talk with them and really understand where they're coming from. And if you're willing to compromise with them, or you're really to sit down and, you know, work it out with them, then there could be a chance that they can be ready to move forward to the next stage, or when they see results, or your partner sees results that they want to see or happen, then they could actually move forward to the next step. And tip number two is about they may not be that into you or really into the relationship. And what I mean by that is you can try whatever you want. You can try moving it forward and try different strategies to make this work. However, they may not have their heart into this relationship, right? So you could be putting your heart and effort or your time and energy, and they're just still not there. They're still not wanting to move forward. And it's a sign that they may not be ready, and also a sign that, you know, this relationship may not be going the direction that you want to go. And in return of that, you feel, you know, very disheartened. You feel like, you know, you want things to work out. You feel, you know, lack of trust in yourself and picking the right person to be in this relationship with you. So this is the time where you actually reflect, is this relationship going the direction that you want it to go? And how do you feel in this relationship? If you feel like they don't care and you've done everything that you tried to make it work, then maybe it's time to make a, you know, decision. What do you want to do from here? Because they're not ready to move forward, and they may not want to move forward. And that's something that you need to reflect on and see where you want to go from here. And tip number three is about fear. Especially when people have been in past experiences where there is a lot of challenges and difficulties and they've been hurt really bad, then fear is often a feeling or emotion that I bring into the next relationship, especially if they haven't worked on it or understood why the fear was there. And this is why the relationship that you have now, they may not be ready to move forward into a committed relationship, into moving in together or getting married, however you want them to commit, or if they're ready to move on to the next stage. And the fact is, there's fear of this fear of what would happen if I move forward. And because they tried it before and it failed for them, and it was a very tough time for them, they may not want to do it again. So it's something that you both would have to sit down, which is a great idea. You both to sit down. Where do you see the relationship going? And really have that conversation. Do you guys want kids, or do you guys want to get married, or maybe just be in a committed relationship? Where do you guys want to go? And being able to have that conversation together and really understand, now, is it where you want to go as well? And if they're not ready to do anything that you want to do, and you're talking about time frame here, you're talking about, you know, working it out, and after all of this and you're still not where you want to go, or they don't not willing to go to that place, and then you need to really understand from your heart space, is it okay, right? Say if they didn't want to get married and you did, and marriage was such a big thing to you, then, you know, that's something you need to consider. Is it, do I stay or do I go, right? And however, if you want to get married, they don't want to get married, and you want to, but then you don't mind, as long as you guys are together, then that's okay, right? And that is something that you guys work on, and you come to terms that is okay, as long as you're with this person and they commit with you and you're happy, right? Because not everyone wants to get married, not everyone wants children, not everyone wants, you know, to be, you know, in a toxic relationship or any other thing. So because not everyone has the same way of thinking. So for you to have that conversation, sit down and have that chat and really understand where this person's coming from and where you want to be as well, and see if it aligns. And comment below and tell me which one of the points that I've just mentioned are hitting home, that you feel like there's some of these points that they're not moving forward and they're not ready and don't want to move forward. And just comment below and tell me what's happening, and really acknowledge, you know, the reality of your relationship, so you can start moving forward from it. And tip number 4 is about timing. And sometimes timing is crucial. You know, you could be ready to settle down, but this other person isn't. This person is still wanting to explore and, you know, go out there and learn more and be more. And that's something that you both, exactly the same thing, where you guys both have to sit down and have a conversation and really see if you guys are going in the same direction. And if your timing is to be a career, and your timing is to be in a committed relationship, and it clashes, then it may not work. And that's the thing about them not being ready, you not being ready, or them not being ready, because it's a wrong timing. It's not the right time where you're both looking for the same thing. And maybe in the future you guys can come back when it is the right timing, that you guys will come back together as one and may even unite and get together and be together. But when the timing's not right and you're both not meeting each other's needs or what each other wants, then, you know, it's a sign that they're not ready, or you're not ready for this type of relationship. And tip number 5 is about different values. And I mentioned this in other videos before. When you have different values, in different understanding of what is important to you and what is important to them, that's when it clashes as well. Because, you know, when you want to do something, they don't. When they want to do something, you don't. And it's like you guys are growing apart rather than together, because you're not able to come together and share those interests and hobbies, and, you know, share that mind together. And sometimes it's great because, you know, opposite attracts, and you guys could, you know, balance off each other. But when you guys don't do that and not able to come together and connect together, and having different values as well, that means it'll bring you guys apart. And that's where it comes into when they feel like they're not ready to commit to you more, because they don't feel like this relationship is right, that you don't have the things that they want, you don't align with what they need. And it comes to a point where they're unsure, and then it comes to a point where you're unsure. So I had this personal experience as well, where I wanted things to move forward, but they weren't sure that they want to do or commit to me in that way. So, you know, having that discussion, and eventually the best part, what we did was separate, and that's what we chose to do. But for you, maybe there's a different way where you guys can talk it out and, you know, find different solutions of how to work together to make those values work alongside each other. And that's something that you guys need to work out together, and how you truly feel about it as well, right? Not just saying yes to everything they say, or they saying yes to everything. That's not a great relationship either. For a healthy relationship, being able to align with the same values and understand each other and support each other every step of the way. So after all the points that I mentioned above, being able to be true to yourself and really have that conversation and really feel if you guys are really on the right track, or where you want to go in your relationship. And if it's not, then you guys need, or you need to make a real decision what you want to do. So after knowing all the steps that I've just mentioned to you, the exact steps and formula, how to understand what is happening and why you guys are still not moving forward, if you feel like there's more to it, if you feel like it's deeper than just this direction or next direction, and because you've been in this relationship, different relationships or this relationship for a while now, and you don't know where to go, then I've got this 5-page guide for you to download in my description below, and how to find inner happiness from the inside out, so you can have happiness everywhere we go, relationships, mindset, in work, everywhere you go, so you can find that happiness, everything you do. So now you know exactly what is happening in your relationship and what you need to do to move forward. However, if you feel like this is deeper than that it's coming from you, that you've been into different relationships so you don't know what to do and it keeps repeating itself, then in my description below, I have a 5-page guide that you can download absolutely free, so you can find happiness from the inside out wherever you go and anywhere you go, right? Because life is happy, life is joyful when you want it to be, and it's from the inside out. And check out all my other videos, and also stay tuned with me next week, because I'll be going into mindset and more goodies on relationships. So if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and be sure to share it with your friends. And in the meantime, have a beautiful day, and I will catch you guys next time.